my beautiful friends, thanks so much for tuning in. So today I'm filming a laundry chat with you guys. I haven't done one of these in like almost 2 years, I think, but I think it will be great, especially because I want to talk to you guys and I have to catch up on some chores. And I'm gonna do it here in my room, and the baby's in his crib, so I'm watching him, and I'll be using the table to fold for the folded clothes and grabbing from my bed. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope you would hit the subscribe button to stay connected. I'm a mama of 4 boys, all boy mama, and I love every minute of it. And so if you would like to just follow my journey, don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so as I'm doing laundry, I'm going to be talking to you about my homeschool and just kind of updating you guys on what's been going on, especially how we have been adapting to having a newborn. So the first thing that I want to talk about is if we have found a rhythm. So my little guy is 2 months old. He just turned 2 months. And so we started homeschool, I think a month ago. So it's actually going to be a month. So it's too soon to actually have an actual rhythm, in my opinion. But I will tell you how things have been going. So far so good, thank God. My little guy is such a good sleeper. He's such a good sleeper. And so what I do is in the morning when we wake up, we all go down, and he gets his first feeding of the day, and it's usually around 6:30, sometimes 5:30, 6:30 or so. And so when I bring him down, actually sometimes he actually stays up here sleeping, and we could go down, have breakfast, and then come and get him. But if I bring him down, he'll sleep in the sofa. I put pillows around him, or he'll sleep in his little he has like a little swing, so he'll sleep there while we're having breakfast. And then I feed him again. I'll have the boys playing. I'll feed him again, which is usually around 9:30, and after that feeding we start at morning time. And that's when that's how it's kind of been working for me. So after that one feeding, I make sure he's all burped, he's all comfortable, no interruptions. I try, some interruptions happen, but for the most part it's been good. If I get an interruption here or there, we just put his passy on, make sure he's burped, and if he pooped and then we'll continue our morning time. So we do morning time. I think it's been a good 40-45 minutes that's been morning time. So one of the things that I love about my morning time is that we get to do the fun learning, more like the extra learning, as I say, and also unit studies. So it's about our devotional and about unit studies, so the boys really look forward to it, which is great. And so let me check on my little guy. I hear him fussing. Hold on. Okay, he's all good. Let me keep going here. Okay, so I was saying about my morning time. So yes, so after that second feeding in the morning, we get to do our morning time basket, our devotional, and then the boys get another break. And right before I have to do my third feeding of the day, I am doing what is it called again? Oh my goodness, I'm losing my words. It's called Letter of the Week. I am doing Letter of the Week with JJ, just me and JJ downstairs in the basement, just me and him. And it's been working so good because then I have JL and Jonah upstairs. JL's my 10-year-old, and he stays with the baby or just around the baby. So in case the baby wakes up, he helps me with the baby. He's really good at carrying him, being super careful with him, and you know, putting his passy if he has to, and so forth. And for the most part, they just play with their Legos, and until I call them. So the way it's been working has been great because Letter of the Week doesn't take more than, I would say, 20 minutes. It's just about 20 minutes, maybe under 20 minutes. So it's perfect. We get to do all our sheets, all our little activities for the Letter of the Week, and then we're done. And so when we're done, I call the boys to come down. I'll go get the baby. I'll make sure I have a bottle ready, and he'll spend time with us in the basement. And this is where I have my schoolroom. And so it's been working really great. I also have a snack in the middle there for the boys. I have like a little basket that has treats, more like we do like bars. So it has bars in the basement. This way we have a snack. We don't have to keep going up and down the stairs. And so it's been working really great. So as far as rhythm, I feel like I have my rhythm. I feel like I can say I have a good rhythm. So I'm hoping that this would work. Now, this is where everything gets a little off. um, so once I give the baby the third feeding, it's lunchtime. So I have the boys finishing up on their schoolwork while I start lunch. And so the one thing that I did that I thought it was a great idea and it's been working is that I had the boys, instead of doing their curriculum inside their desk. If you have followed me for a while, you know that we have a nice homeschool room downstairs in the basement, and they have these IKEA tables with a little drawer in the middle, and that's where they used to keep their most of their curriculum, and they also had book bins with curriculum. But this time around, I decided to buy storage boxes, and they have been housing their curriculum in the storage boxes. And what works great, and my idea behind it was that if I need them to come up, they just bring the box. If we can't do homeschool downstairs, they'll bring up the box. If mama gets sick, if the baby gets sick, if you know, they have one more like curriculum to do, or one more subject to do, either they bring the box or they bring the subject. So it has been working great. So we have that flexibility. We don't have to be subject to the room, and so that's been great. So, and I also have JL come up with his own box upstairs to do his work when he needs to concentrate, because sometimes, since he has the most load, or the biggest load of homeschool work, you know, he gets a little fussy, you know, he gets a little like, oh, I gotta do all this. And I tell him, okay, go upstairs, go to your room, take your tote to your room. I call it a tote. And you know, just do your work at your own pace, relax, and you know, come back when you're done. So it's been working great, you guys. So after lunch, I take a break with the boys, and they get to go outside, or they get to have, this is where the chores come in. So I've been really happy with having them have certain chores. It's been working really well. So that chore system, thank God, as long as I keep it like in a rhythm for them, it's always going to be no screen time until your chores are done. So there's no time. I don't say do your chores at 2 o'clock. I don't say right after lunch. I just say as soon as you want to have some screen time after homeschool, you have to do your chores. So it's been working great. And so my baby's sleeping now. And so I really like that system that I have with them. It's been really working, and I'm really grateful. Another awesome thing is that you know, this is what I wanted to say about chatting, because I kind of feel like I go all over the place, but stay with me. The one thing that happens to me when I'm pregnant is that I get really laid back and lazy, right? So the 8 months that I was pregnant, a lot of stuff accumulated around my house. And so I tried to keep up with my messes, but a lot of stuff accumulated. So when my sister-in-law came right after I gave birth, she cleaned for me, and the one thing I kept on saying, oh my goodness, she is seeing me at my worst right now, because I have been so laid back and just accumulating so much stuff that I felt like, oh my gosh, so much clutter here. But she was so sweet. She didn't throw anything away. She just pretty much cleaned around it and or set it up in a different way, and she did such a good job. So, but in my mind, I kept on saying, this is the time. Now that as soon as I get my energy back from when I, you know, give birth, I really want to declutter. So that's been my new goal, is live a more simple life, declutter, and the other goal that I have is freezer meals. So I'm adding those into my life, into my days, and trying to figure out a rhythm with that too. And so my husband has been really, really supportive. And so this past weekend, we spent a lot of time in our living room, which was the most bulk of the clutter. Like there was a toy bin there, and baskets. I had so many baskets. I had 3 baskets on the floor, all full of books, of different books. So my husband was really sweet to make me really awesome bookshelves, and I am so pleased with them. They look amazing. So I shared these in Instagram, and I got a good amount of people saying, wow, I can't believe it, they came out great. So that was really awesome. And so now my floors are clear. There's no clutter, there's no toy bin, there's no toys except for Legos in the living room. And so now we have also a coffee table, and this coffee table my husband had built for me for the schoolroom downstairs in the basement for me to do like science projects and just kind of use it in that way. And it's now set up that I can use that table for homeschool in the living room, since I have my Poetry Time books set up on one corner of the wall in its own little bin, or its own little shelf. And then I also have my library books on another shelf. So I kind of set up the living room for pretty much homeschool success. So now my next goal is my kitchen. I want to be able to enjoy my space more and use it correctly. I know that there's some drawers that I'm not using right, and I have a very small house, so I really have to get smart in how I decorate and how I use my space. So that's my next goal. And the freezer meals, I was so grateful that Jairy from Large Family Table did like a challenge probably like a month ago or a few weeks ago, and she got me really into it, and now I feel like I could get a rhythm of freezer meals. So I'm also doing a kitchen series here on my channel. If you haven't seen those, I'll link it down below. And I'm sharing my kitchen with you. I'm gonna be sharing the meals that I do that are like our favorite meals, and I'm also gonna be sharing how I'm doing my freezer meals. And as I get into the rhythm of things, my goal is to have 1 week where I prep for freezer meals, and the second week we'll be eating those freezer meals, and that week I'll be prepping for homeschool for 2 weeks in a row. So that's my purpose. I want to have that rhythm so that I will always be prepared for either the freezer meals or homeschool, that nothing gets put in the back burner, if you know what I mean. So that's my goal. That's what I'm working on. So I've been very busy-minded with that, but I'm really happy that my little guy is so healthy. He's doing so good. He sleeps so great, and my boys love him to death. Like, they're constantly on top of him, which is the cutest thing ever. And so you know, we're just really enjoying him, and he's such a blessing. It's really truly a joy. He's such a joy. So anyways, that is my homeschool chit chat with you guys. It's going great. As far as curriculum, I'm gonna do another video just kind of catching you guys up what's working and what's not working. So that will be a separate video, maybe in another few weeks, what's working and what's not working, what did I change, and so forth. And so yeah, so stay tuned to that, you guys. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Oh, and I finished my laundry. Thank you for keeping me company doing my laundry and folding my laundry, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one.